fed my cat some of the bull meat again. And there's another cat over there waiting, I guess. There he goes. He or she. I don't know what it is. She's getting her fill of meat. She saw that cat door by that tree. There it goes, through the gate. Hi, is that gate closed? I think it is. Better be. Enjoy, cat. Enjoy it while you got it. Two of the neighbor cats are up. They were down here. I heard them fighting. I guess they're fighting with each other. There's two cats, a yellow one and a gray one. I thought I heard a coyote, but it was these cats. They were growling at each other. They don't get along too good. Yeah. Sun's getting low. But I don't need to see the sunset today. Okay. That's all. That's all for today. I'll keep an eye on it. It's supposed to be warmer tomorrow. I thought it was going to be warm enough to melt the snow today, but it barely got above 30. So I'll just wait and see what happens tomorrow. It's supposed to be warmer tomorrow, so tomorrow and Tuesday at least. Yeah, let's hope so. Alright, I need some more of this snow to melt. That's all the, not sunset yet, but that's all I'm going to do. I'm tired. There's a yellow cat over there. The gray one's out there, I can't see it. Cat are down there, still eating on that bale. That's an old one. There goes the yellow cat, walking across the pond dam. It'll probably be back later. Okay, that's all for today. I'll see how much snow melts tomorrow. Nice view of a cat print, I think. Well, it looks like it's 36 degrees just after 1 p.m. So it's warm enough to melt the snow. That's good. That's what I've been waiting for. Yeah, I hope it continues. There's still a lot of snow out on the ground. But it's melting today. Melting today. Yesterday it didn't melt nothing. Barely got to 30 yesterday. But it's melting. Slow but sure. Yeah. There's snow all the way everywhere. But it's getting thinner. I can see more bare spots now where there's no snow. Yeah. Yeah, I've been waiting for this. As soon as all the snow is melted and the ground dries out, or freezes, one or the other, freezes back without the snow, I need to start thinking about pruning some pear trees at the farm and some this apple tree here. I want to prune that, at least cut half of them off, the top part. Should have done it last year when I pruned that one and that one in the back, the pear tree there. They had new growth last summer, and I don't know, it's pretty much regrowth. I could see I'd say at least 6 foot regrowth, but I didn't trim it. I'm not trimming it this year. I want to see if they produce any pears at the very top on the regrowth from last year. Anyway, and then I got the pear trees in the front yard too. I want to prune them, cut them back. And I think about it, I always forget about them, but I got a couple pear trees down in the big pasture near the charger on the bottom, near the creek. I need to cut them back too. Those two pear trees were planted from seed. They grew from a seed I planted, or seeds. So I might try that again one of these days. Plant some more out there. I didn't get no pears off of them last year, but there was some, but they just fell off. Anyway, I'm going to go around to the west side, see what's going on up there. Yeah, I can hear the water melting, the snow melting. It's dripping everywhere. Yeah, there's not much snow left on the roof now. A few more days of this. Yeah, there'll be less snow. There's my cat. She was out hunting, I guess. Walking up from the road. Stay off the road, you'll want to get run over. Yeah, it's only 36 degrees, but snow's melting. Snow's melting. Yeah. Need some more days like this. Yeah, this snow will be the last to melt because of the shade from the trees. But eventually it will melt. But anything out in the sunlight, that'll melt first. The snow in the woods, they might take a while too. Anything that's in the shade is gonna take longer to melt. Yeah. The sun's bright today. Yeah, I can feel the warmth of the sun today. And it's bright. Clear skies today too, that helps. More sunlight. That's not much left of my tractor doing that. Yeah, it'll probably be gone by tomorrow, most of it. Cattle are enjoying a nice day today. Looks like the birds have been eating a lot of the corn out of there. Let me stir that up a little bit. You catching any birds? Huh? Yeah, there was still some yellow corn at the bottom. And when they get all most of the corn ate up, I'll give the birds some more. Yeah, the snow, that'll be the last to melt up there where the shade is. Yeah, right next to the shed. I saw this yesterday from the porch. I wasn't sure if that gate was locked, and it wasn't. It wasn't chained. Oh well. Nobody got out, so it's okay. There's my big pasture over there. There's a road going up to the top. The main road, that's the main road. My road to my top goes up there. There's the top of my pasture up that way. Yeah, snow's melting everywhere today. Yeah, she's hunting today. Looks like the cattle come up to greet me. Looks like what if all this noise is scaring the vultures away? I don't see none around. And today would be a good day for them to eat that bull because maybe it's thawed a little bit. I'll go check it out. There's still a lot of frozen ice and snow. Dead bulls down there. The other day I cut some more meat off for the cat. Give a place for the vultures to eat too. Let's see what I can see if anybody's down there. Nope. No vultures today. Yeah, I cut the meat off the back. It's the only place I could get access to. Cat's loving it though. No vultures today. That's surprising. They're still using the old walnut tree that they killed by rubbing on it. They're still using it as scratching post. Oh, you two. Hey, hang out together. Yeah, let's see, what is today, Monday? Yeah, I think today's Monday. I could be wrong. Sometimes I lost track of what the day is. I know today's the 9th, February 9th. Last bale I fed was over there. I think I'm going to put a bale there. The reason I don't usually put a bale there because I'm afraid they're going to roll it into the pond. But if I put it in at a certain angle this way instead of that way, this way, be less chances of them rolling it. So maybe I'll do that. Probably do that on Friday since I fed the other one on Friday. But they still have hay left over in the other places, so. But it's good that they have some hay left over as a backup. What do we got up here? Yeah, the snow on the side here will be the last to melt because of the shade of the shed. Yeah, you can see how much growth there was last year. The light brown stuff. Yeah, that's how much grew last summer after I pruned it last winter. Yeah, and I decided not to trim them again until I see if there's any pears growing on the new growth from last year on that one and on this one too. Okay, guys, they look content. Shouldn't have to cut ice today. I didn't cut ice yesterday, and this morning I saw them drinking in that stream there. So there must be some water back in there. But this ice here will be melting today, and they'll have more water down in that stream, that ditch too. So that's good. Big patcher's way out there. Well, there's my cat. But there's another cat over there behind that gate. I saw it walking. I think I saw a cat. Yeah, it's sitting down now. I think that's the one that looks like my cat, except the back legs don't have the white on it. Yeah, see, her back legs are white. That cat over there has gray. Yeah, I can see it. I can see it through the bottom of the gate. You gotta climb the tree. Oh, that's not good. You're climbing on poison oak, I think. The cat's still there. Right through the bottom of the gate. There it goes. Yeah, that's the gray. That's the gray cat with the gray back legs. I think it's a male. What? What you looking at? Huh? What are you looking at, huh? Hi, kitty. Meow. I'm going back to the house. Well, the ground is just starting to thaw on the surface. It's still frozen deep down, but so the water can't actually soak in because of the frozen ground underneath the thawed part. That's why the surface will always get muddy before it dries up, because the water can't get out. Some areas are dry because it's probably still frozen, but it's dry because I had scraped the snow off, and there's no snow melting on top of it. What's the beat on, cat? Get yourself all dirty. You're getting yourself all dirty. This ground here, the snow from here, as it melts, is draining downhill. That's why this is all soggy here, because the water can't drain down through the frozen ground yet. So it's going to stay muddy till the ground is completely thawed. Yeah, it's just a few degrees above freezing. So, but the sun's helping. The sun's helping it thaw. Yeah. Those two are still standing in the same place I left them. There were icicles up here this morning. They're all melted or fell off. Yeah, roof still got some snow on it. Still melting. Hey cat. Just fed her cat food for now. Actually, it's dog food, but since the cat's eating it, I call it cat food. Goes the two cats, one there right between the trees there. Yeah, that one was up here on the table by the cat, by the food, and the other gray one was somewhere else. But my cat wasn't even here. My cat was over here somewhere by the bottom of the tree. At least they're hanging out here with her. It's 42 degrees at 3:30. So it went up 6 degrees in about an hour and a half. So that's pretty good. No, that's not an hour and a half. But 2.5 hours, 2.5 hours. Yeah, well, yeah, 1:30, well, yeah, about just after 1 it was 36. Anyway, it's 42 now, and snow's melting. That's what I'm waiting for. Well, it's 5 p.m. and temperature went down to 40. So it's cooling off now. Cooling off as the sun gets lower. It's about 10 after 5 p.m. And the sun's getting low, but I'm not going to wait for the actual sunset. I'm going to use that as my sunset. I think I heard the cat. Hey, cat. Hello, cat. Oh, yeah. There's a big pot of snow there that didn't melt yet. There's the cat. What you doing, cat? I checked the mail. There's no mail today. How you doing up there? I still have to buy a new mailbox because I bent it up when I was pushing snow around here before. But I'll take care of that next time I go to Lowe's. I think they sell them there. We'll see. Okay, I think that's about it for today. I'm calling a call it a day right now. Just after, I don't know, about 5:12 p.m. Okay, that's all for today. Well, it's 9 a.m. on Tuesday, February 10, and there's condensation on the thermometer. That's better. Yeah, it's already 45 degrees, warming up today. Everything's dripping today. Everything's melting. Yeah, it'll be a good melt today. So it'll cool off again after tomorrow, or after today, I guess. But it won't be that cold. Still be thawing a little bit in the daytime, but nights will still be maybe below freezing once in a while. I never did clear the snow where I walk out by the car, but it's melting too, slowly. It's mostly in the shade. This light's still here. Oh, it sure feels like spring today, except for the snow. I see the cattle way out there, They're near the gate where I put that bale. Oh yeah, the sun's strong today. It's gonna be a lot of melting going on today. It all won't melt, but it's getting there. It's getting there. Won't be long, I'll be able to pull that thing out. Once the ice on the pond melts. That'll be a while though. At least, I don't know what to say. I gotta wait until at least the ice is melted enough where if the cows walk on it, they won't be able to walk on it. Yeah, they won't get caught on the ice and go through and get stuck. Oh, look who's there, a ground calf. Sun's already high. Still got hay there, but their newest hay is right here. Guess they're still eating on that too. But everything else, most of the snow is disappearing. Up there, here, wherever the sun is strongest. There's my infinity sign that I put there with the tractor a few days ago. Oh, the last time I fed hay, which was last Friday. Okay. Yeah, that snow will be the last to melt, I think. Because it's on the north side and somewhat in the shade. And the angle of the sun is not hitting it directly either. Another sunny day. So far, no clouds. Yeah. And the snow's melting off the roof. Finally. There's a new cat. black, really dark black. Yeah, he saw me in that ditch. He was up on the road, or it. There it goes, underneath that cedar. Yeah, it's gone. It must be one of the neighbor cats. I haven't seen that one before though. Yeah, it's up in the woods, trees there, up in the cedars. Yeah, snow's mostly gone, except on the these north sides of the hills. Or in these trees here that provide shade. It'll be the last to melt on the north side and in the shade. Yeah, it's getting there. Another week or two of this, and all the snow will be gone. Of course, there's always a chance of another snowstorm, so let's not get ahead of ourselves. It's still winter. Oh, and it's got a south wind blowing today. That's what's bringing in warm air. That's what's making it warm, besides the sun. I could say that most of the snow is gone. But not all. Well, the top of the ground is thawed, but I don't know if it's thawed all the way through. I think it was above freezing most of last night. Yeah, there's still snow on the ground on the side of the road. Just with a big snow plow plowed it up. Yeah, sure feels good today. Oh, the cattle came up on the side of the barn. This is the first day in a long time I didn't need to wear a coat or a jacket. Got a sweatshirt on, but nothing heavier. Yeah, I need some more days like this. Now this snow didn't melt because of these trees. Most of these trees in the morning, they don't get enough sun. And then in the afternoon, those trees are for providing a little shade. And that's why there's still snow on this side, on the north side of these trees. Just a shade. My plan is to feed the cattle hay on Friday. That's a week from last week. But everything's going to be soggy. Yeah, the ground's going to be pretty soft. But I'll still do it, even if it gets pretty soft and mushy. But if I'm lucky, I'll pick a day. It don't have to be Friday, but I'll pick a day when it's like near freezing, or just a little bit below freezing. If that's going to happen, it might not. And then I'll have to feed them real early in the morning before the ground thaws out. Yeah. But if I have to make tracks, I'll make tracks. That's just how it works. As long as they don't get stuck. Yeah. I guess when it was snowing and the wind was blowing it, a lot of snow built up right here. That's why it's taking longer to melt. It's thicker. The snow is thicker down here, I think. Also, there's some shade too in the afternoon. You want something from me? No? You got plenty of hay. Clean it up first. You got 2 more days. Yeah. Don't worry, I'll feed you. Yeah, I can see the... Hey, guys, your heads are in my way. I thought I saw the cattle down there. I think I see somebody way over there. I know, over there. Way in the background. Yeah. They could be in the creek. Anyway, they're all lined up here. There's sun in your sounds, I think, right? Most of the snow is off on the south side here. It's all melted off. Oh, I just noticed something. My drain pipe has fell over. Cattle probably did that. You're gonna have to wait because I'm not ready to feed hay yet. I want you to clean up some of the old stuff first. And it's not that cold, so you can take it. You can wait. I can wait until Friday. There, I put my drain pipe. It's only from that small roof there. Okay. Wow. Well, most of the ice in that tub is melted. I used a bag of dog food for the cat. Alrighty. No, but I got a spare. So that's why I went shopping. I bought one. So I can take it in the house now. The window on the west side door is all condensed. I guess there's moisture inside and outside because of the warm weather. And the condensation is on the outside. View from my west door. Condensation on the windshield and the other windows too, because of the warmer weather. And all the humidity in the air now from the melting snow. Okay, let's wipe the windshield off. I can't get it all. I'm going to head out to the big pasture, just take a look at it. I'm not going in, I'll stay on the road. Yeah. Snow's melting here too. Yeah, the south side of those hills are melting, but any place where there's shade along the edge there, yeah, it's not melting very good. But it'll get there. There's my corral up there. And the bridge is down that way. I'm headed down that way. Brakes are kind of grabby, probably because they're damp, I'm guessing. There's my pasture road over there. Bridge is over there. And I'm headed down there. There's cattle way over there on the other side of the creek. The calves were laying in the old hay bale was. The hay bale I gave them down there to get them to go down to drink the water in the creek. Yeah, snow is mostly melted on the pasture road. Just some snow out here. Yeah, I think I can turn around here. It's not that wet. It's not that wet here. So I'll turn around here. I'm back at the house now. It's just after 10 a.m. And I can see that pile of snow that was in the middle. It's getting melted down. There's gonna be a lot of rock and dirt mixed in with it. That'll be left over. I'll probably take a rake and rake it down or something. Yeah. Okay, well, I'll check back later this afternoon. See what everything looks like after a day of melting snow. Well, it went up to 56 degrees at 12:30 p.m. So it's getting there. Snow's still melting. Here comes the cattle coming up. Here comes the third one into view. I think they're just enjoying the sunshine. Little girls enjoying their nice weather. Look at the snow all along the tree line. Yeah, it's the last thing to melt because of the shade of the trees. Same over there. That'll be the last snow to melt there. Anywhere there's shaded. And here too, along the north side of this shed. There's Bully. He's bringing up the rear. Yeah. It's turned out to be a nice day. I'd say best day of the year so far. I think. There'll be more to come. Well, it reached 60 degrees, and it's 3 p.m. right now, a little after 3 p.m. But it's not going to get any warmer because it's overcast now. There's no more sunshine. But it's still melting. The snow's still melting. Yeah, a lot of snow melted today, although not all of it. If it's in the north side of the hill or in the shadow of trees, like back in there, yeah, it's still not melted yet. And another tree line with snow in the shade of the trees. The clouds look nice though. Big and fluffy. There are a few blue skies shining. I can see through. I hear a cat. She's been out hunting. Yeah, snow's thinner there now. It's not totally melted yet though. Yeah. This area here got melted because it was when the sun was out. I guess it was getting warmed up faster. Still a little snow over there and out there. Killer's still eating hay. Today's Wednesday. I'll try to feed him again on Friday. If not Friday, Saturday. All depends. The ground's not going to be frozen because I think the low temperature is only going to be about 30 on Friday morning. So I may have to. Hopefully the ground will thaw out. The water will escape or soak in and drain out. So we'll see. Look who's coming to join the herd. She was over there drinking water in that little stream there. She's back now. And I'm sure that pond has got water in it too. Oh, it's got water in it. It's got water, melted water in it, so they can drink there too. Okay, I'm gonna go down to the big pasture just to see what that looks like. Well, all the snow on the roof is gone. Yeah, snow on the roof is gone. Yeah. It's still warm enough to melt the rest of the snow. It might get down a little bit below freezing tonight, I'm not sure, or at least near around 30. So it'll still melt tomorrow. The days will still be above freezing, even if the nights get close to freezing. Still a little snow on the north side of this hill in the shade of the trees. But the field across the road, looks like all the snow's gone from there. There's a little bit of snow left. I said along the north side of the tree line. But it'll disappear too over time. If it stays above freezing. But the rest of the field, Snow's gone from there. Yeah. Now the snow won't make it cold anymore. Yeah. After it snowed, those 8 inches a while back, all that snow just kept it colder. Yeah. No, you can't go with me. I'm gonna take the truck out to the big pasture. See how much snow's left out there. Okay. You can stay here. Do what you gotta do here. No, you can't go with me. You better get off the truck. Come on, get off. That's it. On, get. Okay, start the truck and go out to the big pasture. Still ice on the pond though. It'll take longer to melt. Yeah, there's less snow out in the big pasture. There's my bridge over that way. And there's still snow there in the shade of those trees. Not much snow left now. Except way over there where the shade of the trees kept it from melting. Okay. Yeah, that didn't work. Too slick. Wheel drive will get me out of here. There we go. Back to the house. Was able to drive in and drive over the snow in the middle of the driveway. So that's good. Well, everything's getting back to normal. Now most of the snow is melted. I'm back at the house. Huh? Wind's from the north now, but it's not too cold. Yeah, the snow's almost gone. I figured it would today if it's in near 60. It's about 3:45 right now, and got about an hour and a half before the sun goes down. Somewhere over there. So I'll come back later to see if there's any. If the sun can shine through there as it sets. Yeah, it's hunting for something. I have an old Ford baler. Bought it from a neighbor at his auction. Just about a mile from here, on the way to the farm. Bought some hay wagons too. They all rotted. This one's better. I think it'd still work if I wanted it to. If I worked on it. But I stopped using this one when I got the new Holland square baler. It worked for a while until I stopped using it for square bales, for round bales, because my wife she had a hard time operating the tractor after she got too sick. Well, I'm happy that the snow is disappearing. Finally. And I think the cattle are happy too about that. Yeah, I don't have to put up with it anymore unless it snows again, because it's still winter. Just look at me. Come on. More meat for the cat. Since it's still here. Well, that's all the meat I'm going to take for the cat. This is all the meat I'm going to cut out of that black bull. I learned this trick of putting it in the snow from helping my dad butcher hogs every winter in his parents' house, because they had a kitchen there and a wood stove, and they had a gas stove, so all our butchering was done over there until it burnt down one year. I forget when that was, but anyway, the reason, whenever they cut the head off of the pig, and if there was any snow on the ground, Dad told me to put the hog head in the snow with the cut area down into the snow, because that'll draw the blood out. They said that'll draw the blood out. And that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to drain the blood so it ain't so. Well, there's no blood in it now anyway, because it's frozen, or mostly frozen. Anyway, that's all I'm going to do for the cat. Yeah. She can eat the dog food, but I'll just give her a treat with this meat. Just letting it go to total waste. Clean snow at the bottom of the bucket, so I can get it in the house and soak it in water, cook the meat in water, and then put it in containers that I can use for the cat. That's a half a bucket of meat. I should keep that cat fed for a little while. Okay, I'm done down here. The vultures can have the rest. Oh, this pond was empty all last summer, and it didn't rain much in the fall, if any. And it still got that 8 inches of snow, but that wasn't much. It's still pretty empty. If I had the money, I'd have this thing dug out this summer, but I don't have that much money to spare for this kind of work. I use 600 and, let's see, 600 and then a little job, so 700 altogether on that little ditch there. No, well, altogether was that ditch cleaned out, the new culvert, overflow culvert on the pond dam, have that old one dug out and replaced with a new one. I bought the culvert. I'm not counting that. I'm just counting the mini excavator that they used, and then a few hours out on the big pasture, putting a culvert in on the east side of the pond up on top. Altogether it was 600 for that, and then I had them come back for a little bit to move that culvert that we put in, move it over there, and I added another culvert, so that's 2 culverts there, closer to that big tree. So altogether it cost me 700 last year, and that was just for those little jobs. This is a big job with the big machines. So that'll have to wait. As long as I got water to drink somewhere. Okay. Let's drive up the hill and call this a day. I'm not sure if I can make it up that hill. I can't make it up here. I'm spinning. I'll have to check, see if I got the four-wheel drive. And if I don't, I better use it. Well, I made it to the top of the hill. Now let's go park it. Gotta go through this gate and park it over there. Okay, it's parked. The sun's supposed to be going down. I don't know exactly where, somewhere in there. But there's too many clouds to see anything. I don't know what I'm seeing over there, but straight out there, I think there's something out there. I don't know what it is. Could be a deer, but it don't look like a deer. It's too far away to see good, but I'll walk up, see if it moves. I hear geese. It's about 10 after 5 p.m. and I'm done for today. There's a little clear spot there. That's northwest, so the sun's not over there. That's west. And that was just a dark spot in the bean field. Sun should be, I think, would be going over here, right about there, from this location. Tired. Anyway, this is the end of my day, at least outside. So I'll call it a day and be done. I gave her a piece of fresh meat. The first time I gave it to her, she ran off with it. Yeah, she likes it. There she goes. She'd rather eat it down there. Yeah, she likes it.